Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Namaku Mario dan di video kali ini aku pengen cerita soal dating apps.
Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention?
Is you taking notes?
3, 2, 1.
Okay everyone, as I told you before that I would like to talk about dating apps. And I believe 70% of Indonesian teenagers are using dating apps because I also using dating apps. Yes, currently I'm not a teenager, but I am using dating apps when I was teenager. Okay, so I'm using these dating apps about when I was 17, 18 maybe, I don't know, because yeah, currently it's just several years ago dating apps is happening, right? So the reason why I using dating apps, it's simply because I would like to meet someone that I'm looking for, even if it's friends, dating, in relationship, or even if just for fun. But people think that looking for friends in dating apps is cliche. Tapi menurutku sih sebenarnya enggak ya. Karena juga aku bisa nemuin teman di dating apps. Gitu sih sebenarnya. Cuman banyak orang yang mikir kayak dating apps is the purpose of using dating apps is only for looking for a relationship, right? Tapi sebenarnya kalau misalnya kamu ketemu seseorang di dating apps in purpose at the very first place memang pengen in relationship, tapi kalau misalnya at the end nggak bisa in relationship, why not for being friends? To be frankly, aku pernah pacaran sama orang dari dating apps, but I'm not gonna tell that story here. What I'm going to tell is that how from dating apps I'm meeting a new friends. So at that time aku ketemu dia itu di dating apps sekitar tahun 2017, 3 tahun yang lalu. So at the first, what I want to do is that knowing that person. So I'm interested, but at the end it not work. But we have a good communication. We talk a lot, and it's some how's it? It is connected with both of us. So pada akhirnya kami memutuskan untuk tetap berteman, and it's very okay if you found or if you experience this also. That's very okay to begin with. You don't need to to be worried. You don't need to be ashamed because you met someone from dating apps and end up being a friend. That's very okay, because the purpose of dating apps is not only for relationship or dates or fun, but also gaining or looking for new friends, don't you? Another story, talking about dating apps also relates about rejection, right? And it happened sometimes with me. So later I would like to talk about how to deal with rejection in dating apps. So currently, I'm going to tell about what is the experience of using dating apps. First, because I love sport, I'm looking someone who also interested with sport. Jadi aku juga beberapa kali ketemu sama orang yang punya interest yang sama di olahraga. Contohnya kayak main badminton, main basket, main tenis, dan sebagainya. Atau bahkan yang body combat juga pernah. I am very happy to meet those people because we can share the experience of having that sport. Jadi kayak punya teman main yang baru, bukan teman main yang itu aja. Atau kita bisa ajak dia untuk main bareng kita dengan teman-teman yang lama. That's the thing. Tapi nggak semua cerita ketemu dengan orang dari dating apps itu it always end up with happy. Ada juga beberapa case yang it is a disappointed story. Contohnya kayak lo ketemu sama orang dari dating apps terus ditinggal gitu aja. Ketemu sama orang dari dating apps, at first it was good with the conversation, but at the end setelah ketemu dia tuh kayak menghilang, ghosting. It always not always. It several times happens. Tapi kayak aku juga punya beberapa case yang I call it being toxic. Like I just happened it several days ago. Bad experience sering banget terjadi sama aku di dating apps. Contohnya yang kayak aku sebutin baru-baru ini, aku ketemu sama orang. I'm not into gaming at the very first place, but this one loves game so much. And when we met, dia ngajak aku main game. Singkat cerita udah main game bareng temannya juga. Terus pada akhirnya main game namanya Overcooked. First, I don't know how to play Nintendo Switch. I ever played Nintendo Switch once with my friend, dan itu nggak intense. Nah, at that moment kami main game sampai dia maki-maki, ngegas dan sebagainya. And it was the first meeting of us. Can you imagine how toxic is that? I'm not mad, but I'm disappointed. Because, yeah, at first, you met someone, you expect a good experience, a good impression, right? Tapi kalau tiba-tiba lo dimaki, tiba-tiba lo digas, cuman karena sebuah game yang sebenarnya lo nggak ngerti mainnya gimana, tapi ya, okay. But I already told kalau aku nggak senang at that time, and I clarify why I'm not happy. Sorry, my camera was slow, so let's continue. Jadi sebenarnya apa yang pengen aku sampaikan adalah ketika lo nggak senang sama seseorang, entah itu karena orangnya, entah itu karena attitude-nya, bahkan ketika first impression lo ketemu sama dia lo nggak happy, I think that you need to tell it directly to them. Kayak mengutarakan what's inside your mind, it's very okay. Dan gak masalah sebenarnya. At least you need to be brave to deliver it to them. Kayak menurutku itu lebih bagus diutarakan di awal daripada di akhirnya kayak ya berantakan. Because at the very first place you are not happy with them, you were not okay with their attitude. Lo berusaha untuk melanjutkan itu, tapi at the end sama aja, kayak dia nggak berubah atau bagaimana. Ya, it's better to tell it in the first place. So, my suggestion is that you have to be brave to deliver, to give your own opinion, to give what's inside your mind. Okay, that's all for today. So, if you have any suggestion for my YouTube content, just share it on the comment section below. So, if you like my video, share it, like it, and subscribe it. If you don't like my video, just talk to my lawyer. Bye-bye!